Alexa, good morning.
Good morning. On this day in 1979, Star Trek, the motion picture debuted in theaters. Here's a seasonal Star Trek joke to celebrate. Why was Santa nervous about delivering presents to the Enterprise? He's a red shirt.
Alexa, open my gift.
How to make a perfect snowball. The three elements of a perfect snowball are material, size, and consistency, her brother had said, right before hitting her with the snowball and running inside. Excellent, she thought. Now I can work in peace. Her brother's advice echoed in her ears. For your material, you want soft, powdery snow, none of that gritty stuff. Make it as round and even as you can for accuracy. And don't make it too big. It should fit in the palm of your hand. Then, he lowered his voice and looked her in the eye. The secret to consistency is an outer crust. Take your snowball and coat it with a little bit of water. Once that freezes, you'll have a thin layer of ice to hold the snow together. Then, bam, you'll get a perfect explosion on contact. Pretty good advice, she thought as she walked to the door with her icy creation. She crept into the kitchen, making sure no one saw, and carefully hid the snowball behind an old bag of Brussels sprouts, where she knew it would remain untouched. Her brother was right about a lot of things, but not in this case. He had forgotten one crucial element. The element of surprise, she thought to herself. See you in July, my friend.
Okay, that was weird. But okay. Let me tell you a story about what has happened. My day has already started. Adventurous as heck. We have a dog. You won't see much of him because I'm allergic, and he is allergic to everything also, so I don't spend a lot of time near that dog. But anyway, my daughter, he sleeps with my daughter, so she wakes up, she comes down, lets him out to go to the bathroom. She was taking too long in the bathroom, and it's cold outside, so he's scratching at the door. He wants to come in, and I'm still in bed. It went on long enough for me to be like, all right, let me get up because it's cold. The baby's still sleeping in bed, so I'm like, I have to hurry up because what if the baby wakes up? I let this dog in. I open the door, this freaking dog runs in. He was mid-poop, but it's cold, so he was excited to come in. Dropped a freaking little piece of poop in the kitchen while running in, and then tried to rub whatever was still on his butt on the carpet in the living room. Meanwhile, I'm like, Kato, no! But not trying to be too loud because I don't want to wake the baby up because he's alone in the bed. Managed to rush him back outside. Had to sneaky, quickly clean up a poop in the kitchen. So yeah, that was my morning. Things can only go up from here. So, quick comparison of the Christmas tree cakes. If anybody else is a Christmas tree enthusiast, this is the regular Christmas tree cake, right? Well, then the big packs, there's not just more trees, they're bigger trees. Ooh, she thick. Less of a tree shape, more of an arrow. But, yep. The things I do. It's the holidays. Okay, I'm trying to wear my microphone to see if it helps. Because I do notice that, like, when I'm editing, the volume is, like, up and down. Especially when I decide to edit in my music. The music's, like, super loud. And I can't adjust it. I can adjust it to fade in and fade out. But, like, adjusting the actual volume doesn't let you do the fades. And I prefer I don't know. Whatever. Technical difficulties. So today's plan, I'm going to finish this. I will finish this. I have to. I want it done. But you know why I want it done? I already said I have another project that I thought of that I need to get done. But what's calling me, what wants to get done, which makes no sense because I'm struggling to make this wild oleander hooded scarf. I want to make another wild oleander hooded scarf. But it's because of this damn yarn. I feel like this striped with black will be fun. And color changing yarn, stripes yarn, keeps my attention because the colors are changing and I get excited to get to the next color and get to the next color, which is stupid. But I'm like, I want to make this into a hooded scarf really bad, and I can't. I cannot. I absolutely cannot. I must finish this scarf today. And once this is done, I can go ahead and start with those amigurumis because I do have that hat that I'm knitting to, you know, give my hands a break. And yeah, I can be productive if I just get this one done. And I'm almost done. I'm already started the last skein of yarn. I met that knot already. So I only have one more skein of yarn and it should go by pretty damn quick because this is a bulky yarn and a giant hook. So hoping I can stay motivated to get this done today. Cause my God, I am tired of working on this thing. I don't want to work on this anymore. I'm tired of this brown yarn. That's why I like a good colorful something, especially something that stripes, because then it keeps my attention. I get excited to see the next color. And also I'm disappointed in the way this green shows up on camera is so okay. No, this actually looks more realistic. But yesterday when I kept trying to show it, it was like such a much brighter color, and it's an olivey tone that I think goes better with the brown. The bright green it was showing I thought looked crazy, but no, it is more of an olivey tone, close to what it's showing right now. I hope. You know what? I could be just tripping completely because I do have blue light filter on my phone, so I'm not even seeing what the color actually looks like until I get to editing. Wow. Whatever. Whatever, you guys. I will check in later. Y'all ever have that like adult moment when you're like, I don't remember when the last time I had a vegetable was? Because I really... Thanksgiving, I had broccoli in the broccoli cheese casserole. That's about it. And that's not good. You need your fiber, people. You gotta have your fiber. So I made some edamame beans. And I love edamame beans. And I love broccoli. I have a head of broccoli sitting in the fridge I haven't done anything with. And I have no plan for. I really need to make that. I need to eat more veggies. I hate it when my freaking nose ring, it turns and then it just looks like I got a big booger. But it's not. It's the end of my nose ring that's like flat to keep it from coming out. Promise I don't have a bat in the cave the whole time I'm talking to you guys. Or do I? I don't. But maybe. No. I'm watching the Crimson Stitcheries channel right now, and she's doing a houseplant tour. And it's really making me want to go to Home Depot. Not to buy plants. I do not need to buy plants, but I just went to go check on my plants, especially because I have a cutting right now of my purple passion plant that I'm rooting. Sir. That I'm rooting. Oh my goodness. That I'm rooting for the third time. And I needed the water changed. So I went to go do that, and I was looking at my other pots that I have in my laundry room. And my silver pot that was looking so good. I got that from a cutting that I stole from the office I used to work at. I used to work at the HOA for my neighborhood, and now I don't work there anymore because I'm back to doing my stay-at-home mom life. And I'm actually part of the board for the homeowner association now. And when we were still having meetings, actually I think it's been a year now, I noticed they had a new plant on one of the desks, and I was like, oh. And I took a little cutting of that silver pothos, and she's got like 4 leaves now. She's so pretty, but she could use a new pot. And then I have an Enjoy pothos cutting that my mother gave me accidentally. It was when she was trying to root and gave it to me because she gave me something else she was rooting in the same jar, not knowing that the Enjoy was in there. But It's mine now. That's doing great, but she has a lot of, like, she's growing out of the pot and there's a lot of roots that are like sticking out. So I want to repot a little lower in there. So I really want to go to the store for plant things and for little like drip trays or whatever, but I shouldn't, but I want to. Maybe. What time is it? What time is it? It's 12. I think I might go. Emily, you want to go on a trip? I think we're gonna go. So the child decided she didn't want to go with me because I'm going to Home Depot. She said it's too big. What? Girl, that don't even make any sense. But whatever, she didn't want to go. She said she would stay home with Mr. Man, with little Mr. Man. And of course, Shay is at home. He is there asleep upstairs. She has her phone. Not a problem. So I'm gonna run into the Home Depot, see if they have any cheap little plastic pots. Probably fine with terracotta too, but I have like very small ones and I think my babies need an upgrade. In fact, I don't know, I have a big old plumeria that my husband got me for Mother's Day, I think. Not this past year, but the year before that. And I went to move her in when we had a freeze like a week ago or two. I don't remember. Time is a blur. But when I moved her, like I had her in the dirt. But when I picked her up, I was like, ooh, she's heavy. And no, she was not heavy. What happened was her roots are coming out of the bottom of the pot. And yeah, she was kind of gripped to the dirt. So I hope I didn't hurt her when I moved her. But she's tucked away into the storeroom that we have outside in the patio. And I don't know if I need to do anything with her. I think I'm supposed to ignore her all winter. But I don't really know. It's a tropical plant. And I know I'm in some gardening groups, Houston gardening groups. And they talk about those you need to put them away and you like just ignore them. But I'm wondering if repotting it would be a bad idea right now. I feel like probably. And then also, oh my God, my whole garden is so sad right now. I have a very small patio with just some small little L-shaped areas where there's soil. And earlier this year, I put so much into my little garden, planted so many nice things. I redid the little rock edging thing. It was looking so beautiful. And then I got this mysterious rash. I kept getting this weird rash, which let me tell you, last year and this year have just been the years of rashes for me. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, so I got a rash and I went to the doctor. I did like teledoc over the phone, and then I went to the actual doctor when the stuff they prescribed me wasn't working. And they said that it's probably something in the garden. And I was like, how? I didn't plant like anything I'd never had before. It was like, you know, hibiscus plants and shit, which I've always had. Fuck, I should have gone. Sorry, truck behind me, I apologize. I'm going now. Anyway, yeah, there was really nothing like brand new that I've never had in the garden. And they were like, oh, well, you know, it could just be something that got carried by the wind. I'm like, the fuck? The wind? So I'm allergic to the wind? That doesn't make sense. But I stopped going outside. And nobody else in the household cares about plants. So nobody else bothered, like, watering anything or anything. It just got neglected since I stopped going outside. And my rash went away, but everything is dead. Everything is dead. And my plumeria looks like it got attacked by freaking spider mites. And my shrimp plant, I had a golden shrimp plant that was my pride and joy. She wasn't looking that great, but she was a survivor. We had this other dog that ate it like twice, and it kept coming back, and she'd have her pretty little yellow golden flowers, and it got spider mites too, so I cut that down. It's growing back again. It's a freaking survivor, I tell you. But my plumeria was covered in them, and yeah, like I sprayed her down with, like I power blasted with the hose all the little spider mites, and then I put water and dish soap on it to see if it would get rid of them, and I think it did. I tried, like I did that quickly, trying not to get a rash, and then I ran back inside, and like she's still tall, but her leaves look gross. If anything, they kind of look like it has like powdery mildew, but I don't know. Do plumerias get that? I don't know. Everything's going through some stuff out there, and it makes me so very sad, because it has been several years of me putting work into this, and then suddenly my body was like, no ma'am, get your ass in the house, and I didn't get to do anything. Like, the worst thing that happened was I bought my house for my parents' house, so it's actually like my childhood home. And when I was a child, my mother had the wall had a creeping fig that had it completely covered, so it was a completely green leaf wall. It was beautiful, and she cut that down, and I was always so upset that she did that. So I had gotten a new creeping fig, and oh my god, I'm so sorry, you guys. It looks like people are, you know, gonna drive a normal freaking speed, but then they don't. Anyway, so my creeping fig had finally really started taking over that wall, and I was so excited. Mice got into that plant area. I've said it before, I live in a crappy area. And one of the crappy things of the area is there's a mice infestation in the entire property. The whole property has mice. So this is outside. There's not really much you can do to keep mice from being outside in your plants. But mice got into the little section of dirt there where my creeping fig was and ate the roots, and it's dead now after years of it growing and thriving and climbing up my wall. It died. Can you believe? Well, all right, I'm at the Home Depot. I maybe will take video in there. I don't know, we'll see, but I'll tell y'all if I buy anything interesting. I'm trying not to, but you never know. So there was nothing good, which is good, because then I didn't have to spend money on other things I did not need. So all I got was 4 of these little gray pots that have little saucer already like attached, and then 3 black saucers and some potting mix. So I think when I get home, I'll try to repot those things, maybe show off a couple of my plants. I don't know, maybe I'll save that for another day, you know, keep y'all wanting more. But we'll see. I'll see y'all in a bit. So not going to do a full plant tour. Just going to show y'all the 3 that I'm planning on repotting today. So this is my Enjoy, who, you see her roots are doing all of this. This baby has been living in a Ziploc. I keep like a gallon-sized Ziploc over it, so it's like a, you know, like a little greenhouse. And she has been thriving. And then what I love about doing it that way, I don't really have to water them. They are like self-watering. So she's been doing lovely. Look at them colors. Look at them colors. Focus. Look at her. Beautiful. This had like 2 leaves when I got it. And then this is my silver pothos. My Scindapsus pictus. She is so pretty. She's shiny. I don't know if you can even, but the silver parts sparkle. And then my neon pothos that I got as a cutting from a Facebook group. It's like $5 cuttings and under. But what is this? It's another one that lives in a bag, so I never noticed like what's going on with it. And look at that. Focus. There it goes. Wow. She's so bright. I love her. So this is a pot I DIY'd. Come on, let's focus on the pot. Painted the saucer pink and then put some, like, what do you call it, twine and some lace. And I mean, I thought it was cute at the time, and now I'm like, no. So I think I'm just gonna put this in this terracotta and then put these 2 in the new pots. And then I have extra pots for whatever the heck else needs to be moved around. We'll see, we'll see. I'm about to run out of yarn. And I don't think the hood is big enough once again. I really wanted it to have just a solid brown hood. I didn't really want to bring the stripes up through the hood, but I guess I'm gonna have to, which I'm really not happy about. But I don't think there's a way around it. Why me? Why? Actually, you know what? There's modifications in a group for this. And maybe instead of doing the cowl type hood where it's just a tube you bring up, maybe instead I'll look at how you do the actual just hood. Because I feel like maybe if it was just a hood, it would work out instead of a whole cowl neck situation. Woohoo! All right, y'all. I'm going ahead and ending today. I'm going to have to frog that entire hood and stripe it. I didn't want to. And I don't know if I'm going to do it tonight. I need some time to process. Gotten this far on the hat. Might end up just working on this all night. But I do have the amigurumi I need to start. But I haven't picked the pattern just yet. So, yeah. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.